Yeah, baby, it's still happening. It's Trails in the Sky, the second chapter. Oh, I'm still giddy about getting to play this. Welcome to the lovely locale of Le Locle, where Estelle has been training for her massive mission to take on Ouroboros. So yeah, last time we picked up right where first chapter left off, and I already talked about that big backstory, so I'm not going to repeat that all, so sorry. But yes, having lost Joshua as he ran off who knows where, having to reckon with the fact that her father had been withholding this information about Joshua and Ouroboros this whole time, Estelle kind of had a breakdown and ran off, and she was going a little crazy even for a minute there, because she was like, Joshua's just going to be home, so we headed off back to Roland to try to find Josh. On the way, we met up with a interesting traveling parishioner called Kevin Graham, who, well, he was a bit skeevy at first, but it turned out to be a pretty good guy. He helped out Estelle with a lot of the emotional baggage. And yes, as it of course turned out, Joshua was not back home at the Bright family house. He is still missing wherever, but Estelle finally found some renewed courage, made up with her father, and has now planned to go on the grand adventure to find Joshua and stop the secret organization Ouroboros. Boys, it's still, just thinking about it, the charming thing about first chapter, as I've said so many times, was how low stakes it felt for such a long period. Just like kind of vibing and adventuring in this, pastoral fantasy kingdom. But now, this one, right out of the gate, we've got a secret conspiracy, a secret society that we're going to try and take down, and a huge epic quest. But I'm still happy to see that the vibes are still impeccably, good vibes here, you know? Because this is where Estelle has now been with Anelace doing some training, and we have one more big training mission to do after having a nice little brunch here. So let's get a move on with that, why don't we? Oh, Estelle. Well, satisfied? Yep, I'm stuffed. It was so good, I couldn't help but eat a little too much. Well, that's good. Today will be a big lesson that will wrap up your training here, apparently. Put your best foot forward, all right? I will. Cool. I wanted to look at the map. Oh, fine. I was really hoping a little prompt would come up so we could look at that. Estelle, good morning. You and Anelace were really going at it. I could hear you from in here. My workshop's still not open, but I'll be ready before you have to head out. We can do Orbment tuning or whatever you need then. Oh, I see. This is going to be a tutorial about the Orbment system, I imagine. I hope this game gives us a little bit of tutorial, even if it is, very plainly just immediately following up after first chapter, which is, again, very bold to, just jump into, back where we left off. But yeah, I would hope for a little bit of a refresher on the game's mechanics, because it has been a while since I played this. And I do believe in real life it was at least a year, maybe 2 before second chapter came out. Since first chapter, so, you would hope people then also got a little bit of a chance to brush up, but we will see. The door is locked tight. I'm not going in there, but in here, it's not locked tight, but there's not really anything going on either. Oh, there's Anelace. Estelle, already done? Nah, I was just about to head to my room. Ah, okay. You better get ready fast then. See you in a bit, Estelle. Yeah, later. Oopsie daisy, apparently we need to go to Estelle's room, which is not this one. Oh, is this the other? Wow. They talked about him, right? Kurt, I think, was the name of one of the other senior bracers. It is Kurt. Cool. Okay, this is exactly where we come to the problem I alluded to last time. Last episode when we were starting off. Well, I definitely remember Kurt, and he was a I remember the role he had. He's stuck in my mind. I don't remember the voice I did for him, so you'll have to forgive me if this isn't quite what he sounded like back in the previous installment. But, you know, if I had to guess what kind of voice I would like to make for a character that looks like this, let's see. Estelle, hello. Get your equipment ready and head to the first floor. We'll begin today's training soon. Was that good? Was that close? Oh, I don't dare to even look up episodes that Kurt showed up that I recorded. I'm gonna be so embarrassed if I sound completely different. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is Kurt practice we're talking about, so let's assume I'll need everything. Kitchen sink included. It'll be just like real combat, so I'll have no idea what to expect. We'll definitely need a couple of pairs of shoes. I love that Estelle has a ton of shoes even while abroad at this training camp. That's very funny. Estelle took the harmonica out of her bag. Oh, no, she had that as a keepsake? I missed that part. Huh. Okay. I'll do my best today, too. I promise. Packed away Joshua's harmonica. Equipped brake rod. And enhanced leather. And some reinforced boots. Oh, and 1,000 mira to go. Alright, that's everything. Next stop, the entrance. Really? This looks like the rod, like... I'm surprised we didn't pick this one up as well, you know? But, okay. And it would have been neat if a couple of shoes disappeared as we set up there, you know? Yeah, well. Are we not gonna... Well, she said the entrance, so I guess I'll go here. I'm going to talk to him, though, real quick, though, because I'm a little surprised. Also, he's in a different spot now, so... First, go hear what Kurt has to say. I think he has something he wants to give you. By the way, do we have the Orbments yet? We do not. Okay. Very specifically, we can't look at the Orbment thing. I was curious if it is the same shape it was in the previous game, or if we've got, like, a new advanced shape, maybe a little bit more room. It was a surprising amount of mileage with the setup in the original, the previous installment, but I would have still liked like maybe a more diverse board for those. Ooh, can't turn the camera around. Oh, I do like this. It's just a matte painting, obviously, there in the background, but it looks really lovely all the same. Very delightful place. Where are we going? It was the entrance, so I'm pretty sure we're supposed to look around here. Le Locle Trading Grounds. Or did I misunderstand? I don't want to keep Kurt waiting. I should head for the entrance. What? This isn't the entrance? What? Am I misunderstanding something? What the heck? Oh, we were supposed to come down and talk to Kurt here. Okay, oh man. I'm dumb. I thought we were meeting outside, but if I'd walked 5 meters, I would have seen the gang here waiting. You're here, Estelle. Good. Well, let's begin then. Please take the seat across from me. Oh, okay, first.
Estelle, your seat's next to mine.
Today, I want you and Anelace to cover ruins exploration. We'll be heading to the Balstar Channel, which is west of the lodge.
The Balstar Channel. Kind of a strange name, but it's another training facility, right?
Yes, that's exactly it. It's an old aqueduct from the Middle Ages that the Guild repurposed. Several of its defense mechanisms are still operable. Plus, quite a few monsters have made it their nest.
Traps and monsters, huh? Yep, that sounds like practice Kurt style to me. So, let's head off to this aqua thingy.
Hold a moment. Before we leave, I want you two to take a look at these.
Kurt produced a pair of strangely configured Orbments. What? This is... Yeah, I think the shape is slightly different from what we had in the previous one. If this is indeed the one that Estelle is gonna get. I think she had more branches on it, but yeah, also the design is very different too.
It looks like a combat orbment, but it's all weird.
Correct. This is a new model combat orbment. You know, of course, of the Epstein Foundation, which develops combat orbments, among many other orbital technologies. This is a new kind of combat orbment developed by the Foundation and supplied to the Guild mere weeks ago. As you can see, they have an additional slot compared to previous orbments, for a total of 7.
Interesting, I never actually paid attention. Was there really only ever 6 slots in the orbments in the previous game? Okay. So yeah, one more. One extra space. Alright, I guess it's just kind of what I was asking for.
As a result, this should allow for the utilization of new, more powerful combat arts.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of also hoping for. Obviously, you know, I would have been a little disappointed if we were just building up to the same set of skills that we had in the previous game, just like starting that all over. Like, you know, a little bit of like getting something new, some new toys to play with would have been nice, and sounds like we'll get that, although I don't know, 1 extra slot, how much that's gonna affect things, we'll figure it out. Whoa, that's incredible.
Heck yeah, it is! These'll make us awesome! So, don't be stingy, Kurt. Make with the goodies.
If you wish, the Guild will provide you each with one for free. However, there is, as you may expect, a catch. The circuit architecture within these orbments is radically different from your current combat orbments. As a result, your old quartz crystals are not compatible with these new orbments whatsoever.
Ah, okay, this is the classic, like, the Metroid moment of where you lose all your old equipment kind of thing. Okay, this is the excuse for that. I will accept it.
You will need to obtain new revised quartz.
What? But that'd mean
that all the quartz we've made up till now are worthless?
I'm afraid so, yes. It will be a hassle, but you'll need to rebuild your quartz collection from scratch if you use these.
Oh, no way!
Sheesh, this is a hard choice. Can we keep using our current orbments?
You could, but I don't recommend it. These new orbments are superior models in every way. Their maximum EP potential is higher, and the high-end new quartz they can accept have impressive capabilities. In the long term, they will grant you increased physical abilities. And most importantly, the arts they can construct are far beyond what your current orbments are capable of. Estelle, you recall our good friend, Lieutenant Lawrence, I assume?
Yes, the guy who was probably an Ouroboros guy inside the Spec Ops team that I mentioned last episode in the recap. What? There he is. Yeah, that boss fight. I remember, because that boss fight you were allowed to lose, but it was like, ooh, I felt for a minute that I could beat the guy. We were giving him a good run, but then, like, everything went really bad RNG-wise with with his selection of moves and with the, like, status effects, and they just fell apart. I remember that fight. Lawrence? Yeah. Don't think I could forget him even if I wanted to.
Shera told me about a certain bizarre art he used against you. A terrifying attack that lashed out at your entire team and clouded your minds. As it happens, this orbment can manifest an art exactly like that with the correct quartz combination.
Interesting, so that implies that Lawrence was rocking this high-end experimental orbment gear. Very cool.
It's been dubbed Silver Thorn.
Silver Thorn?
Wait, hang on a sec here. Wouldn't that mean that red uniform bozo had one of these new model orbments? 2 months ago?
A scary thought, but it's very possible. The implications of which are... Well, for now I must know. Will you accept the new Orbments?
Man, this is so tough. With a bit of work, it'd make us awesome. But right now, it'd be a nasty drop in power.
I'd like the new model, Kurt. Lawrence, or whatever his name is, beat us away like a tiger swatting at a playful cub. I know a new Orbment won't make me innately stronger, but if this could give me even the tiniest edge, I'd like to master it. Man, this really has like Dragon Ball energy, like because I was making jokes about this place looking like where Piccolo trains Gohan. But this is such a Dragon Ball thing too, of like this one small thing, this technique or whatever, anything to like train us to be a little bit more powerful. You know, oh man. And the like training arc to master it. Well, okay, I say Dragon Ball, tons of shonen anime have this exact idea, but you know what I mean. So please,
Estelle. Yeah, you're right. Like I said, Kurt, fork over the goodies.
Very well. Go ahead and take them.
Estelle and Anelace received new model combat Orbments.
Also, take these.
Estelle and Anelace received various kinds of sepith.
That should be enough to synthesize a basic selection of quartz. Robert's stationed at the workshop there in the corner, so he'll be able to help you prepare some quartz. Incidentally, your Bracer notebook should also cover all of the new quartz and arts available. It might not be a bad idea to skim through it before talking to him.
Sure, we'll do that.
In addition, today's practice is likely to be, long duration, shall we say. I would recommend bringing some food, just in case.
Ah, right, food.
Oh, I forgot about that too. Like, there was an extensive cooking food to, like, save on your combat supplies mechanic in the previous Trails in the Sky, so, yeah.
We just talked to Phyllis about that, right?
Correct. Talk to Robert and Phyllis for anything you might need before we begin practice. Estelle, before I forget, these are for you.
Received glove gear and celestial balm. Ooh, I think that's a phoenix down, basically. An emergency puppet. Okay. Hey, these are...
Ooh, shiny. And it all looks really high quality, too.
Yes, they're all quite valuable. Think of them as a reward from the guild for your successes as a junior bracer.
Thanks. Ooh, I wonder if... I'm not gonna bother checking, but it'd be awesome if, like, that was a reward you get for having, like... Because, you know, we got to, like, Bracer First Class, I think. I think I did Junior Bracer First Class in the first chapter, so... Like, that's awesome if, like, that reward was for doing all of that work. And, like, you know, like, the item quality depends on how good your class was at the end of the first chapter. I'd love if that was the case.
Now then, I shall wait for you outside the lodge. Come see me once you're ready.
Okay, Estelle, let's go get ready.
Right. Let's talk to Phyllis and Robert. You may now access your Senior Bracer notebook. This notebook contains information about your jobs, related events, Orbment info, etc. To read your Bracer notebook, open the Items tab from the camp menu, and under the Book category, select Bracer Notebook. Cool! Is there not going to be like a button to like fast open that? There is a button to fast open it, it's triangle. I was thinking like surely there's going to be one of these. Okay, cute. There's like a little achievements thing here. And also like the principles are mentioned there. Very fun. Okay. And here's the quest we're doing right now. Talk to Phyllis to get rations and Robert about my Orbment. Let's take a quick look at some of this stuff. I remember these moves. Yeah, I recognize these abilities. Stonehammer, Earthguard, Crest. I think they made it easier. I think Crest had more items you needed. So, like, I think maybe that's like an explanation of the new, more efficient Orbments or whatever, but I think, like, the Crest has been made easier than the previous game. And then we look at this list, we get, like, Stone Impact, Earthlance, Petrified Cloud, Lock Crest. Okay, I think after that, I don't recognize a lot of those moves, except Earth Wall, which was Earth Guard, but, like, multiple characters. Yeah, there's some new moves with a pretty hefty costs, and I'm assuming some serious damage. Oh my god, the EP cost is insane on those last couple of ones. Geocatastrophe, Gaia Shield. I wonder what the difference between Gaia Shield and... Oh, I see. Earth Wall has a little area, but Gaia Shield just covers the entire like... Because it's range all, so that's... Wow, that's... Yeah, these are some powerful things here. Here in the high end here. Feeling it. Over here, there's the blue water effects, but also the healing ones, like Tear, Tiara, Tiaral. And looks like we now have Tear All as a new tier. La Tear All. Athelos. Cocytus. Ooh, that appears to be a big new kill move. Man, La Tear All is insanely powerful, but also insanely costly. 300 EP is insane to think about. So, yeah. Alright, fire moves. I think Volcanic Rave was how far we got in the previous game. And there's Meteor Fall, Cyclone Napalm, and Arc Prominence. I see everything's getting like these new like hits everything moves as the like final tier of insanity. Makes sense. Got a little bit of wind here. I recognize those moves. A couple of, like, you know, buffs and then like a little simple attacks. Sylpharion's a new one. I don't remember that name. I think that's a new one. Yeah, not a ton of new ones for the wind, but Ragnablast and Grand Stream are the new ones, and those, yeah, look good. Then there's the non-element ones. These ones, again, these ones all seem to be the ones from the previous game. I remember White Gehenna being a move, although it seems to be a very endgame one again. Wow. But, let's see. Yes, here we go. Orbital Down, Death Scream, and Abyss Fall. Oh, okay. And then we have Dark Matter, A Crest, and Lost Mobius. Wow, okay. And then Saint, Phantom Pain, Phantom Pain. Whoa! Yeah, cool, I get it. Silent Cross, Chaos Brand, Zodiac. And finally, interesting, the demands are huge for it, but Silver Thorn is there as an option. So confuse on everybody in a medium area with 90% chance is pretty strong, so yeah. Oop. So yeah, here we go. Here's these quartzes. I won't... What indicates that quartz can only be set after the slot has been upgraded. Okay, that's a new mechanic that was not in the previous game. Good to know, but I got a quick look at these, just, you know. Not going to spend too much time because we don't have any Orbments to play with yet, or Sepith, excuse me, to play with yet. Only quartz. But, I see. Okay, yeah, so it looks like there's maybe like 1 or 2 slots you can upgrade, or ranks you can upgrade a slot, and some of these require both of those. But yeah, I remember that it went up to 3, basically, everything in the previous game. So now 4 is a new tier of power, basically. But this upgrade thing is now a new wrinkle because, yeah, you could equip the Mind Shield and hit previously without worrying about that. Interesting. Movement does not go up to 4. Okay. The multipliers are huge on the 4 tier ones, you know. Very cool. Okay, here's some of these like special like ones. Again, these were, yeah, I remember these were in the game. Previous one as well. They are again modified a little bit, but then there's these new tiers at the bottom of better chances of getting these effects off. Very cool. And here's a bunch of really crazy ones. Okay. I remember using Eagle Eye a lot. That's the one that puts the enemies on the like little map. Oh, cool. Combine Eagle Eye and information, like an all handle, and Yin Yang combine haze and information. Okay, cool. Cool. A little bit more efficient thing. Absorb and Ingenuity are pretty amazing. Yeah. Lots of cool new ones here. And then there's this tutorial stuff I'm not gonna worry about too much because I remember this much. I said that I would prefer a tutorial, but I kind of remember this stuff, so I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time. I'm just gonna really leaf through this, reminding myself a little bit. Yeah, so Orbments, you know, the different elements to make the different crystals, you put them in the slots, that's where you get the spells by the different multipliers on the branches. Then you got skills, which use your, like, I think it was SP are the point, or CP are the points for that. And you can also do a S-Craft. And this game has a new thing. Get up to 200 CP and you have, like, a maximum damage version of your S-Craft. That was not a thing in the previous game, but that's a new limit break thing, apparently. Okay. Ooh, Chaincraft. Chaincraft is a skill characters can perform together. This is a new thing. This was not in the previous game. 2 to 4 characters can team up to perform the skill. The more that participate, the greater the attack range. Okay, so it's like a combination attack, like Chrono Trigger, huh? Exciting. Then there's Battle Order. I remember this. Like, you can get little bonuses depending on where you land on the order. There's the status elements. I should probably look at those at some point. Elemental Effectiveness. You want the number to be bigger on the enemy so you can do more damage on the element. Cooking is a thing. Oh, and there's a new food type, Attack. You can use offensive items, huh? Okay. Fishing is a thing. Okay, I remember that was a little mini game once. This looks a little bit more involved, though, than the mini game in the previous game. Bay. Okay. Okay, cool. We'll get rewards for our bracer ranks going up. Very nice. Parameters, yeah, you know, there's the simple stuff. Towns, okay, good. Very quick look there. I know I really blazed through that. I just wanted to really, like, the magic and the quartz was the one I really wanted to salivate at, the new possibilities, but then I just kind of really tutorialed quick there. Sorry if that didn't make a ton of sense.